morning and welcome to WFMS. We're getting the news out to you. Hey, Franklin Middle School staff and students and all. Who has it better than us? Nobody. That's right. Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, January 13th. We are in the middle of third quarter. We've just started second semester. We're coming off our first day of a return hybrid for those A-Day students. And A-Day students, you're asynchronous today. You need to make sure you're getting on your teacher's Canvas pages at those prescribed times. And B-Day students, you're synchronous. And we'll be welcoming back our B-Day students that have chosen in-person instruction. Take a look at SpongeBob there. A lot of people had that look on their face today, but it was a glorious day and a return. Today is, again, Wednesday, January 13th. All right, take a look at today's welcoming ritual. When can you go to school when you need help with schoolwork? Who can you go to when you need help with schoolwork? Do you have somebody at home? Do you have a teacher? Do you have somebody you can email? Do you have an older brother, an older sister, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle? Who can you go to when you need help with schoolwork? I'm very hopeful that there are people here you can reach out to at school, but it's good to have options. So I want you to think about that one today. Who can you go to when you need help with your schoolwork? And if you don't have that someone, please consider emailing one of your teachers, one of your administrators, your guidance team. Think about that. All right, take a look. This button is still pretty new. It's how we're checking in for attendance on asynchronous days. Attendance for asynchronous days has changed. And on asynchronous days, days you do not meet on Zoom, you'll go to the FMS webpage and click on the banner for your daily attendance. The great idea is for everybody to do this in AP. All right, so there's the banner at the very bottom. It's green, looks just like that on our FMS website. We love for students to take care of that business and then make sure they go to their teacher's Canvas page. Take a look here. This is what it looks like. Attendance check-in. And then you click that box and it says, I am in attendance and will check my class assignments in Google Classroom, complete assignment, and attend classes that are required by my teachers. Submit. You got to submit it. So just clicking on that green banner doesn't get it done. You got to get in the attendance check-in, and then boom, I am in attendance and will check my class assignments, etc. So that is what it looks like, and we need students to get into the habit of doing that. We've got a couple important dates. Today, of course, we want to welcome back to FMS B-Day hybrid students for in-person classes. And of course, Monday, January 18th, there's no school in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. All right. Students, you're still responsible for getting on all of your teacher's Canvas pages at the prescribed time. Check those pages, check Google Classroom every single day. That's where the assignments are. And we're going to start talking about making sure that you get onto your grade book on the intranet and check those grades. Those grades are starting to populate. They're starting to get into those grade books. We need to make sure that you're taking care of those assignments and doing them. We've got tutoring up and running. Right now it's virtual. So you're going to click on the FMS tutoring link on any Canvas course page to access the Zoom. Get into any of your teacher's Canvas pages and you'll see this red box. Well, it won't be red. That's how we're highlighting it. It says FMS tutoring. Okay. You can also click on the banner on the FMS webpage and you can get redirected to the Google sign-up form. And you're going to find a time and we're going to get you some help. So tutoring begins January 19th. That's next Tuesday. Sign up on the banner, sign up on the FMS tutoring. Kudos to Ms. Schnake. You're doing a good job organizing that and getting that tutoring button on those Canvas pages. Nice job, Ms. Schnake. Little shout out. Next up, art after hours. We have a ton of fantastic artists. We have a ton of talent. And hopefully you'll get to see some of that in action. We've just opened up our FMS art gallery. More on that later. But this Wednesday, 6th grade remote only. And this Thursday, 7th grade remote only. And then Wednesday, January 20th, 6th grade hybrid only. And on Thursday, January 21st, 7th grade hybrid only. It's going to be art after hours with Mrs. Huffman. Hybrid must be signed up with Mrs. H by noon of the day. And the sign up will be on the art studio door. And we want you to consider art students to go to art after hours. You can ask Mrs. Huffman any questions about that. It's going to be exciting stuff going on. And then take a look here. Mrs. Shaw is calling all 6th grade general music and band students for 6th grade choir. When? Mondays 2 to 2:45. It's virtual. We'll be Zooming it. And why? If you love to sing, dance, and perform, and I saw a couple of those students today at school, and guess what? We've got a heck of a show choir, and I really do want to give them one more shout out and kudos. The stuff they did over the holiday break was fantastic. Great job, show choir. Great job, Miss Shaw. Wonderful job. Next up, give you a little reminder what you're going to bring to school. Hybrid students, here's what you're going to bring to school. Number one, you're bringing your Chromebook charger and bag. Got to have it. Hopefully you're charging up at the end of the night before you come to school the next day. It's a good habit. You're going to have pens and pencils because we're not totally paperless yet. You're going to have to write on some paper and pencil. You're going to bring a calculator if you have one. We want you to put everything in a backpack. If you've got one, you're going to need a folder to take things home. You're going to need some paper in loose leaf or notebook form. You're going to bring your textbooks, library books, and literature books daily, and a water bottle with a cap or a lid. And that's what you're going to need to do for your school supplies. So that list looks a little bit different than it normally does, and we need students to bring those items so they can be successful. Going to do some expectations. Oh, before we do that, we've got some more artwork by Mariah, and we've got some artwork by Tyler B. And on the left, it looks like we've got some digital artwork, some characters that Mariah has created. She's graced us with those. And then we have some artwork by Tyler B. And it looks like we've got some Jordans, some reflective Jordans, and it says, "Stay humble." I love that artwork. Students, you can send that in anytime, and we will get that popped up on these announcements. Let's talk some expectations. Good job, Mariah. Good job, Tyler. All right. In the morning, we're getting used to this. The A-Day hybrid students did it, and the B-Day hybrid students are going to be doing it or have already done it this morning. You're doing that COVID-19 symptom check, and as you come in, if you have any of these symptoms, you'll need to step to the side. We'll get an adult to assist you. But more importantly, before school, if you've got a fever, a cough, a headache, chills, muscle or body aches, shortness of breath, sore throat, new loss of taste or smell, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, congestion, runny nose, nausea, or fatigue, we want you to stay home and make sure you have your parent call in. So that's going to be the COVID symptom check on top of a temperature check on your wrist that you'll take. And students, by the way, teachers do that too. We get online and we're taking that COVID symptom check online. That's a little subtle hint for teachers and principals alike to make sure that we do so. All right, let's do another expectation. Entering the building. You're going to enter the building. You're going to wait for the entry doors to be opened, and everybody did a nice job yesterday and today. You came in right at 7:30. We're staying masked and socially distanced. Did a wonderful job. You'll enter the building, review that COVID-19 screener, and get that temperature checked. And students who scan the QR codes, we'll get more information on that. You'll be able to show us that you've already done so at home. So stay tuned for more information on that. Water fountain expectations. Bringing that water bottle. It's got to have a cap or a lid. And we want you to fill them at home and bring them because we can't use the water fountains like we normally do. But I want you to please bring a water bottle with cap or lid. In any of the bottle fill stations, you can fill those up. Okay? Students are encouraged to bring that. You'll be allowed to drink directly from the bottle, not the water fountain. And please fill those up. And I think we did a pretty good job yesterday with A-Day hybrid. And I'm hopeful that B-Day hybrid students can do so as well. And last but not least, we're going to use and review our restroom expectations. Now, the boys' restroom has 11 spots to go, spots to use the restroom, and the girls' restrooms have either 5 or 6 spots to use the restroom. So we don't want anybody hanging out in the bathroom. We don't want people on top of each other and close to each other. So if you're using a spot, a stall, if you will, in the restroom, please make sure you're staying socially distanced. And if there's too many students in there, you just wait in the hallway. Okay, students use the restroom quickly and efficiently. We, again, do not want anybody hanging out in there. And while you're using the restroom, we want you to stay masked. And please make sure that you are washing your hands after using the bathroom. Lastly, if there's any needs in there, if we're out of paper towels, let an adult know, and we'll get those filled up. So students, we'll do one more. How about one more? One more. All right, exiting the building. All right, students, we've got a safety plan, and that's on our website. But at 1:24, we're going to have the walkers, and they're going to exit out the gym doors. And at 1:27, we've got the car riders, and we're going to have them exit out the cafeteria doors. And at 1:30, we're going to have the bus riders go out the main entrance or front lobby doors. And while exiting, students should go to their lockers and then out the designated door that we just talked about. Students should continue to have their masks on at their lockers and while traveling through and exiting the building. You're keeping those masks on while you're waiting to board the school bus, and we're keeping our masks on during our bus ride home. And I could not be any more proud of our A-Day hybrid students who did an excellent job. And B-Day students, it's your day to shine and show us that you can do it. All right, next up, we've got some shout outs. Shout out to Mrs. Berberette from Isaiah. Mrs. Berberette, you're the best person ever. Ever? He said ever. And you always do help me with my work if I need it. And we always do fun stuff in your class, and you care about my grades. Isaiah, that's a nice thing to send to Mrs. Berberette. Excellent. Next up, we've got a shout out to Mrs. Lanner. This one's coming from Aaliyah. When I need help with my history, she is there to help me. And those who don't know, Mrs. Lanner is very helpful. So thank you for those kind words, Aaliyah. Good job, Miss Lanner. Next up, we've got a shout out to Mrs. Nesbitt. This one's coming from Elena. I want to give Mrs. Nesbitt a shout out today because she is the best teacher. And she's really funny every time I come in her Zoom. It is just a lot of fun overall. I just wrote this message because I love her class and keep up the great work. And those are nice words from Elena. Shout outs keep coming. Here's one for Mrs. Womble coming from Angel. She's one of my favorite teachers. She is devoted to her job. I never used to like math, but now I do because of her. Thank you, Mrs. Womble, for making me smile. Very nice. Boy, tear up here. All right, we've got one from Adrian. This is a shout out to Mrs. McDonald. I love how you help me. Short, simple, excellent, great shout out from Adrian. And it's that simple, folks. You can just get on the FMS website and you can click that colorful button on the left-hand side and you give your teachers a shout out. We sure do appreciate it. All right, moving on. We've got the Scholastic Bowl question of the day. Got a little context clue with this photo to the right. This one's math, general math. 30-second question. All right. The state of North Carolina currently has about 9.6 million residents. If the total U.S. population is 320 million, what percentage of Americans live in North Carolina? That is a division problem, and you will be able to do that, I'm sure. If you think you know the answer, it's coming up soon. Might be sketching that one out right now as we speak. Next up, we've got a math brain teaser. All right. Min I'll be there oot. Min I'll be there oot. Min I'll, oh, I got it. I had to read it a couple times. I think you'll get it. Read that carefully and slowly, and I think you'll figure it out too. That answer will be coming up shortly. On to our word of the day. We've got multitude. Multitude. A large, indefinite number. They surround you in the multitude. Pardon me. They surround you in their multitudes, hundreds, maybe thousands of them, swooping and stinging, injecting venom into your flesh. Might be talking about bees or wasps. We don't know. Or scorpions. You never know. So, multitude, a large, indefinite number. We have multitudes of dedicated students and staff. All right. Think about how you could use multitude in a sentence. Great word. And on this day in history, back in 1990, Douglas Wilder of Virginia becomes the nation's first African-American governor. All right. Excellent. Oh, mercy. Here's a bad joke or pun. I was talking to Mrs. Barnes' class the other day, and we were talking about just how much we hate these bad jokes and puns. And I guess we're just going to read another one. So here we go. Let's see if we can get a little giggle. What do you get when you pick a pig's nose? Do I even want to read it? Hamburgers. I know. It's not funny. Get it? Hamburgers. It's not funny. I like snot funny. All right, moving on because it's not funny. Got a couple birthdays here. Happy birthday to Douglas Ernst. Happy birthday to Dekaya Haynes. Happy birthday from us to you. Let's review those weather over the next couple days. A beautiful day yesterday. It looks like it's shaping up to be another beautiful one today. 45 Wednesday, 44 Thursday, 36 on Friday. These are very good temperatures for January. We'll take it, please. Whew. Pretty good for January. And if we don't like it, nothing we can do about it. Oops. And as we prepare for a productive day, take a look at that scholastical answer first. If we divide 320 million divided by 9.6, we get 3%. So 3% of the population is in North Carolina. And the trivia math brain teaser answer, that one is, I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there in a minute. Wonder where that Falcon's going. He'll be there faster than them, I suppose. All right, as we prepare for a productive day, let us observe a moment of silence. Now let us rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nice little graphic there. We want everybody to have a nice day. B-Day students, we want to welcome you back. Welcome back to hybrid. Remote students, we're not forgetting about you. We want you to stay on the ball and continue those good remote learning habits. Make sure you're going to those teachers' Canvas pages. Make sure you're communicating if you need help. All right, Franklin Middle School staff and students, we want everyone to have a great day. And remember, it's all about choices. Read, write, and respond at Franklin Middle School. It's our focus.